What's up, everybody? Just like we always do, we got a brand new gun added at the midpoint of Season 3. This time it is the Blixen H4 SMG. And as usual, everybody's always wondering, is it worth leveling up? Is it worth unlocking? Because it is a pain to unlock. It's 3 kills while sliding in 15 different matches. Now, you can't do it in Modern Warfare multiplayer, so it's a lot quicker because you can back out. But if you do it in Vanguard, you can't back out. And it's going to be just about impossible in Warzone to be able to guarantee that. But if you can take the time to do it, 100%, I would recommend unlocking and fully leveling this weapon. Because after the Owen gun got nerfs, the Lapa got nerfs, and all those guns that got nerfs, this is right inside the meta with the Type 100, the Arm Aware, the Short Barrel MP40. This is absolutely meta. I think it is the meta right now. The only thing that's really going to compete with it is going to be the Type 100. And that build only needs 36 rounds, runs out of ammo, but this thing's absolutely the meta. There's 2 ways you can run it. I'm going to show you those 2 ways. We're going to go through some numbers, but definitely go run, unlock, level this thing up. Absolutely meta. So let's go ahead and jump into, I'm going to do this a little bit different than I normally do. I'm going to show you the loadouts first. I think it's better just to show the loadouts, and then I'll save the data and the stats for people who care about that stuff. So let's go ahead and jump right over to the loadout. Okay, so this, as usual, recoil booster. That's a given. Ammunition is either going to be lengthened or subsonic. Go with lengthened. This thing has a pretty good damage drop off. So hollow point wouldn't be the worst, but I still just don't like the drop off. We're going to remove stock like we do often with SMGs. Rear grip, we're going fabric as normal. Optic is your choice of any optic. I like the slate reflector. Perk 1, I go with fleet. I'd either go with Fleet or Perfectionist, but I don't think the recoil is too bad, so I go ahead and go with Fleet. You can also, with the Steady perk, to get a little more strafe speed, and then obviously Quick. And that's our usual loadout. So then the question always becomes, what underbarrel? This thing doesn't have a whole lot of recoil, so if you really don't mind the little bit bounce it has left to right, go with the Mark 6 Skeletal. Otherwise, the hand stop's always great. It's the best underbarrel for horizontal recoil control, and it doesn't hurt your ADS like the Carver foregrip does. So that goes with the hand stop. And then the always debate is which barrel and which magazine. So unlike so many other guns, the 7.62 rounds, when it's smaller caliber, it reduces your damage, increases your fire rate. On this gun, it doesn't increase your fire rate at all, but it also doesn't reduce your damage. It increases your headshot damage, and the rest of the damage profile stays the same. And so it hurts your bullet velocity and range, and it hurts your bullet penetration, but bullet penetration isn't super important most of the time, and it's an SMG, so bullet velocity and range can take some hit to get the faster time to kill. The 9mm 72 rounds isn't bad either. If you want to run quads, that's not bad, but then you lose the headshot multiplier, and the 7.62 54 round mags end up having the best time to kill, and you still have 54 bullets. Barrel is where you really have 2 options on how you want to run this. There's the Johnson 9-inch RMK barrel, and that gives you more damage and damage range. But the big key here is it hurts your recoil control and hurts your headshot damage. And then there's the Bergstrom 17-inch F3 barrel, which gives you recoil control, gives you bullet velocity, gives you flinch resistance. It does hurt your ADS, your sprint to fire speed, your movement speed, and your idle sway control. But it's an SMG. It has really good ADS, really good sprint to fire, and really good movement speed. Plus, we put on Quick and Fleet to help that movement speed. And so that's not a big deal. And idle sway control does not matter. We're not sniping with it. So that's the barrel I go. And this is the loadout I run. I can show you, when I get to the stats, I'll show you kind of the difference between those 2 barrels. If you're hitting all headshots, then the 17 inch is definitely the way to go. If you're not hitting headshots, it's less close. But I'll show you that in just a second. So if you're here just for the loadout and to hear that it's meta, this is the loadout. It is definitely meta. I appreciate you watching. I really do. And for everybody else, I'm going to go ahead and jump over to sim.gg right now, and we'll look at the stats of the 2 different barrels, as well as comparing it to the other meta SMGs. Okay, so here we have the time to kill chart on sim.gg. If you look, the orange is the barrel that I would run, and then the green, which I don't know why it's not letting me click on these different tabs, is the Johnson 9-inch barrel. When you're hitting all chest shots, the Johnson wins. Doesn't win at all until 12 meters, and then it has this drop off, and then the other barrel drops off more. But if you hit your headshots, I gotta zoom in on this thing. If you're hitting headshots, the barrel that I run, the last barrel, it destroys the 9-inch barrel, and then it comes together. And then you're getting to 19 meters where it starts not to matter as much. If you're running sniper support, I would probably stick with the 9-inch barrel, but otherwise I'd go with the 17-inch barrel here. And then when you compare, I use the 17-inch barrel here to compare it to the Armawera, the MP40, and the Type 100. As you can see, up until it doesn't really matter anymore, it's easily beating out the MP40 and the Armawera, and it's only losing to the Type 100, but the Type 100 has less ammo, more recoil, and it's not a huge difference. So statistically, as you can see, this thing is the second best time to kill that we have right now. The Owen's kind of out of the meta. Armawera, the short barrel MP40 is still very good, but they drop off earlier and never beat the time to kill until the second drop off of the Blixen. And so, I mean, you can look at headshots too. When you look at headshots, now that the Blixen is now even beating the Type 100, and then the Type 100 is beating it, and it crosses back over as you get to range, but now it's absolutely destroying the short barrel MP40, and it's pretty handedly beating the Armawera. So as you can see, it's statistically fitting into the meta as well. And so I would definitely, like I said at the beginning of this video, I would run to unlock this as fast as you can, as level up as quick as you can, because it's absolutely meta. You still could use the Type 100, the Armawera, the short barrel MP40, and you'll do just fine. But if you want to be in the meta, it's got to be this or the Type 100. And like I said, the Type 100 has less ammo in its fastest time to kill, and it's got more shaky recoil. So really the decision's up to you, but I would go and I would get the H4 or the Blixen H4 leveled up as quickly as you possibly can. With that all being said, I appreciate you watching, whether you watched the whole thing, you skipped around, appreciate any watch time at all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload my next videos. As usual, I'll be coming back with my loadout videos. I might do short range, long range again. Probably not sniper support because that didn't really change. The SMG sniper support's probably changed, but not too much there. So go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload more videos. And as usual, I'll link sim.gg down in the description below, along with all my social media. So please feel free to check out those. But I will see you on Rebirth Island in Caldera. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.